What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy TJ, and I'm back with another video. For today, I'll be talking about Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney. Now, like I always say, without further ado, y'all, I'm gonna just jump right into this one. So, Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney. Okay. Now, just a couple days ago, shall I say, Devin Haney had came out and said that after the Kambosa fight in October, he would like to fight Tank Davis. Okay. Now, I think this is pretty interesting. Okay. Now, this is a fight that, before I get into what I'm starting to talk about, this is definitely a fight that I would love to see happen. Okay. And I'm pretty sure everybody else would love to see this fight happen. All right. Now, the reason why it's kind of interesting to me is because, for one, all right, Gervonta Davis had came out and said that he was fighting in December. Okay. Now, he didn't say exactly who he was fighting in December. Okay. He didn't announce who he was fighting in December. I don't even think he has an opponent ready to fight in December. Okay, who he's chosen to fight, or who wants to fight him. So, in my opinion, this fight, would make perfect sense for it to happen. Okay, like it definitely would. All right. Now, if y'all watched a couple of my other videos, all right, I put out a video stating, and talking about Devin Haney and Tank Davis's Twitter beef. Okay, pretty much, someone had put out, a whole thing about how Devin Haney's swag is starting to look like Tank's a lot. And, Tank had replied on Twitter saying back, he wish he could be me, or he wants to be me so bad. You know what I'm saying? And, Devin Haney, he got pissed off and, started throwing some shots back at Tank. Claiming, we all drive the same cars, get the same type of money, and, we all rock the same jewelry and stuff like that. And, the whole thing, it kind of spiraled out of control a little bit, Then, Tank had came out and started saying that he makes like 5 times more money than Devin Haney does. That could be true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not denying that he does. So, now I feel that Devin Haney is starting to get a little hurt by all the things that are being said. So now he wants to fight now, and you know what I'm saying. I don't blame him. And whether or not all these things are true or false, this helps amp up this fight if it's actually gonna happen. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, okay. Now, when Tank came out and said that he was fighting in December, Ryan Garcia had replied back saying, December, like, oh my gosh, are you fighting in December, really? And a lot of people started to assume that his opponent could be Ryan Garcia. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, okay? I don't think that this fight is that fight, particularly between Garcia and Davis, is gonna happen anytime soon. I hope it does happen. But I don't think it does. I don't think it is. Okay. For some reason, Garcia's team, okay, Oscar De La Hoya Promotions, is just dragging this whole thing out. Like, I think they're gonna drag it out for as long as they possibly can. Okay. And that's the reason why I just don't think it's gonna happen. Okay. Floyd Mayweather and Tank have already came out and said, that if he wants to fight, they'll take it. But they haven't really came out and said anything. Okay. So now this leaves his next opponent, which would be Devin Haney. Okay. Now, I think this fight between Tank and Haney would probably be one of the biggest fan favorite fights that everybody wants to see, besides Tank and Garcia. Okay, I'd say it'd be like second, or if not neck and neck with the Tank Garcia fight. Okay, for real. And you know, like I said, I think it's going to be a very great fight. The only problem that I have with this particular fight, okay, now it's just the way things are set up. Okay, I feel that personally, Devin Haney kind of pushed the envelope and put it out there a little bit too late in the year for him to want to fight Tank Davis. Okay, the reason why I'm saying this is because, okay, now assuming that he beats Kambosos in October, and I think that he will. I think he's gonna get his second W against him. Okay, now, cool. Okay, now, if he takes the Tank fight in December, he has to turn around and fight Tank. Okay, so meaning that the whole thing that I'm trying to get at is the preparation time that Devin Haney would have for this particular fight. Okay, so now he wins in October, takes the fight in December. Okay, and me personally, I'm gonna take Tank to win this particular fight. Okay, I'm gonna take that ball. He's a Baltimore slugger, power puncher. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he might give Devin Haney to work in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Devin Haney ain't gonna get his shots in. I feel like this is gonna be a really good fight to watch. But personally, I think Tank Davis is gonna take this W. Okay. Now, if Devin Haney loses this fight, everybody's gonna sit there and, you know, come out and say, well, oh, you know, I just don't think he had enough preparation time to fight him and this and that. And, you know, I feel like that's gonna be a big factor that's gonna come into play, you know, if and when he loses this fight. Okay, so the whole thing is like, when you guys really look at it, okay, from October to December, he really only has about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, depending on, you know, when they call the fight. You know what I'm saying? Month and a half to about 2 months to really prepare for this fight. Not to mention, like, he just came off the Kambosos fight. And then when you look at Gervonta Davis, he had from May to December to prepare for this fight. So he had like a good 6.5 to 7 months to prepare for this fight. Okay, so everybody's gonna be like, oh, well, he didn't have enough preparation time, this and that, blah blah blah. Well, hey, he was the one that called him out. And like I said before, Tank didn't announce who he was gonna fight yet. Okay, so like, he doesn't have an opponent yet. So like I said, it all makes sense for Tank to go ahead and just fight Devin Haney. Okay, I feel like everybody would love to see this fight happen. Okay, and you know, there was even, you know, a couple of things that were said in an article that, you know, it makes sense for him to take this fight. And it says, if Tank's management doesn't make the fight with Haney soon, they miss their opportunity to capture their 4th belt before he vacates them and moves up to 140. It could take years before Tank gets another chance to win all 4 belts at once at lightweight, and he could regret it if he doesn't face Haney now. Okay, so like, I absolutely agree with that. Okay, so in my opinion, he might as well just go ahead, take the fight, and get the fight over with. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be like a big time pay-per-view fight that everybody wants to see. Like, this is going to make big time money for both of them. You know what I'm saying? And personally, I think that Tank is going to win this fight, if and when he does decide to agree on it. Like I said, the only thing that is gonna make me pissed off the most is the whole preparation time on everything. That's the only thing that's really gonna, you know, upset me a little bit if that, you know, if and when Haney loses. Okay, that's really the only thing. And you know, he was even talking a little trash, you know, to try to amp things up. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said before, if y'all watched the video that I put out on their Twitter beef, you know, Devin Haney was kind of taking shots at him, saying like, you know, he's got a Mickey Mouse belt and this and that, and so on and so forth. So Haney was pretty much saying, I never said I wanted the Mickey Mouse belt. WBA regular. Okay. He can drop the belt, said Devin Haney about Tank Davis. Their WBA is going to drop the belt anyway. The WBA isn't going to hold the regular championships. They're getting ready to drop the belt, so he, Tank Davis, can come challenge me for the WBA belt or whatever. Okay, so pretty much what he's saying is, you know, if you want the belt, if it really means that much to you, try and come and take it from me. Now, obviously, Haney doesn't think that Tank is going to take it from him. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you might as well just come and try. And the whole, like I said, the whole thing about the Mickey Mouse belt is just like, dang, man, he disrespecting. Like, real talk, he's disrespecting. Alright? So, in my advice, Tank, go ahead, put some respect on that name, man. For real, go ahead and put some respect on that name. Now, y'all go ahead and leave in the comments below what you guys think of this whole situation. And, you know, what do you think that Tank should do? Should he go ahead and take the fight? I think just go ahead and take the fight and get it over with. And this should be his next opponent in December. Okay, this should definitely be his next opponent. I feel like this would be a great way to end off 2022. Possibly be maybe the biggest fight of the year. So, I mean, I think he should go ahead and do it. So, you know, like I said, leave in the comments below, y'all, what y'all think of this whole situation. And that's all I got for today. And I will catch y'all next time.